Humanitarian aid is a matter of human survival. It should not be confused with political differences or any preconditions. It is with this firm humanitarian belief that the government recently declared an indefinite humanitarian truce. We are thus determined that emergency aid reach to our people in Tigray and all other affected areas. TPLF must remove all obstacles to the smooth flow of humanitarian relief to the people of Tigray. I take this opportunity to express our gratitude to the donor community for continued supply of aid and the UN agencies and other humanitarian actors for your tireless work in making sure aid reaches to people in need. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to reiterate our firm commitment to upholding human rights in this country. It is with this commitment that we facilitated a joint investigation into the allegations of violations of human rights and humanitarian law in the context of the conflict in the Tigray region by the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights and the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission. The government has accordingly taken concrete steps to implement the recommendations of the joint investigation, including by establishing an interministerial task force to oversee its implementation. While this process is ongoing, the establishment of a new mechanism at the international level creates unnecessary duplications of efforts and undermines our domestic institutions. Accordingly, the government of Ethiopia has expressed its reservations regarding the International Commission of Human Rights Experts on Ethiopia established by the UN Human Rights Council. It has also expressed reservations in letters addressed to the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights as well as the President of the UN Human Rights Council. We are hoping that those involved in this process will positively consider our proposal for complementarity. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are concerned that Ethiopia remains excluded from the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA. It is undermining Ethiopia's economic interests and has shattered the lives of tens of thousands of workers. We hope the US will return Ethiopia to the AGOA system. We will continue to work closely with the US administration to enhance and deepen our important partnership, including the return of Ethiopia to AGOA. We shall also work with the US administration and US Congress to prevent the passage of any bill that will undermine the century-old friendly relations, prolong the current challenges we are facing, and obstruct peaceful resolution of conflict in the country.
In relation to a number of interventions planned by the Interministerial Task Force, we are pleased to observe that there has been significant progress, particularly in relation to investigations and prosecutions. Some of the investigations in various localities where there have been incidents of abuse are well underway. They are quite advanced. I'm pleased to note the fact that so far the various investigation teams deployed in these localities have received testimonies from 10,436 witnesses. This is something that has happened in the past 3-4 months. On top of this, to boost the capacity of the investigation professionals, the prosecutors, the investigative police officers, We have conducted several rounds of trainings, some for trainers of trainers, some for prosecutors and investigators. These trainings have been conducted by partners, including the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, UNODC, ICRC, and the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission. The trainings are focused on fundamentals of international criminal investigation techniques, procedures, and some of the legal aspects. So as far as the investigation and the effort to ensure accountability is concerned, we have made significant progress, but there is still a lot that needs to be done. The scope of the investigation needs to be expanded to cover all areas in which there have been incidents or credible allegations of abuse. So this work will continue and will continue to update our partners and the international community as well about the progress we are making.